Patriots, the fight for truth doesn't stop at the screen. It's hitting the road again. Badlands Media is rolling into Nashville on April 9th through 12th for the next stop on the Great American Restoration Tour. Join your favorite Badlands hosts and like-minded Americans for 3 powerful days. Packed with unfiltered discussions, deep dive panels, and real debate. Hear the raw truth, ask the tough questions. No topic too hot, no question too bold. GART is where our community comes alive. Tickets are on sale now at badlandsmedia.tv/GART, where you can also grab a virtual pass and watch from home. Join us to question narratives and fight for America's future. Nashville is calling. The restoration continues. Get your passes today. See you in Music City.
Every Easter, one brave bunny takes on a very important mission. Spreading Easter joy. And apparently dropping most of it. And sometimes there's goat-related complications. Skincare so good even the goats might want it. Because Easter is really about the greatest victory ever. Hope, renewal, and a promise kept. And every soft disclosure purchase supports 6 small American businesses working together. Use code GRACE for 15% off. Soft disclosure. Good for your skin. And apparently approved by goats.
Well, good evening, everybody. Welcome to OnlyLands. How are we all doing?
Good evening. Good to see you.
Great.
Matt's here. Where the hell's Zach?
Good
Hey,
evening,
Matt.
Matt,
Hello.
you look
Hey,
like
Matt.
you've had a day today, brother. What's going
Hello,
on?
Cam.
Matt.
Hello. Hello, our esteemed and fearless leader, John.
That's what they call me.
Our captain on
Hey,
this icebreaker of truth. Who we
Icebreaker.
call Badlands.
Hopefully it's not the Titanic, but yeah.
John,
Oh,
you
we've got a
look-
strong
you got
hole.
men for your beard. You look a little gray there.
Yeah, man, I got this one spot on my beard. I think, yeah, it's on the side.
Yeah.
It's like weirdly more gray than anywhere else.
Yeah.
And I've been growing it out because I have a haircut coming up and I like how it like fades into a beard and then I just shave the beard anyway. But
Yeah. I'm growing my hair out and I get like these gray streaks right along here. They just look ridiculous, but
yeah, I'm getting gray.
I'm not gonna dye it.
Matt,
my
at what
wife
age-
lies to everybody because she dyes her hair. She gets rid of her
Oh.
grays.
Gotta get that just for men. Cam, at what age do typical blacks get grays?
Probably the same age as whites.
I see a gray on your head, bro.
I have grays. No, I have plenty of grays. You just can't see them. You see that white spot right there? There's
Nope.
it right here.
So what you're saying is that it's not all black and white. There is a gray area.
I have gray. Exactly. I have gray in my beard. It's not necessarily age. It's Jackie knows the stuff behind it. It's some type of vitamin deficiency. It just happens to develop as we age because you have to get more of it somehow.
I'm sure they're like my dad is half Greek and he had black hair until he was like 49. I think is when he got his first gray.
Yeah.
49?
Yeah, he was late 40s.
Yeah. Jackie's grandpa's like, I think when he got into his late 60s is when you started to see his grays.
That's nuts. That's
I
nuts.
think
What am I deficient in?
I don't know. I hope at some point she gets in the chat. I couldn't tell you. She just told me. She was like, it's not because you're old, Cam, even though it is because you're old. It's because you're lacking this vitamin. And so obviously I was not paying attention.
Yeah, seek out one YouTube video about it in your YouTube feed, and you'll get endless more about this topic.
Yeah, that's the problem with the algorithms. Like, I just wanted to see one. I don't want to see a million. I just want to see the one.
Chat saying copper deficiency.
Copper.
It's a man a
That doesn't
job,
sound
and
right.
Polaris Park said that.
Really? With all the copper piping that's in houses these days?
Doesn't
We're
seem
copper
right at all.
deficient.
You're not eating the copper. You got to ingest the copper pipes.
Well, over time, like they say, if you are iron deficient and you eat out of a cast iron skillet, you'll end up getting more iron in your system. leaches off into the food.
I think
Allegedly.
vitamins are a scam.
Vitamins, yes. We should be having those vitamins should be in our nutrition, like in our normal diet. It's like lactate with milk. People get lactate pills or lactose pills or whatever.
My son uses that sometimes.
Yeah. Got to get him better milk, man.
Yeah, man.
Dr. Tom Cowan has some interesting stuff on that. If you ever listen to his stuff, he's one of the guys, like Polymath and I knows him. And I think, his name has been bounced around the Badlands community for a while, but he talks about
Who?
his name is Tom Cowan. He was an ER doctor, Cowan. His stuff is fascinating. He talks about the fact that like the heart is not a pump. It's a regulator, and that actually ether physics being the upcoming topic I'll be getting into, he's actually kind of gone down that rabbit hole as well, and that the way the body functions would be through some type of dielectric ether type energy. But his he kind of does the same first principles type stuff that gets done a lot on Badlands, where it's like, okay, here's a claim, like a virus. Let's go back and read the research that was done that supposedly found these things, and let's just analyze their methodology and see whether or not it passes the science snuff test. Same thing with DNA. Same thing with like the diagram that we all grew up seeing in our biology textbooks, showing what a cell looks like. And there's like, if you take the amount, like I don't remember all the particulars, but if you take the alleged size of what a cell is and the alleged size that certain components of a cell would be, ribosomes and things like that, and you do the math based on what the textbook says, those things, how big they are, there's not enough room inside of a cell to accommodate all the stuff they say is in there. Just stuff like that. We're just kind of like, oh, that's interesting.
Sounds like a lot of work.
Yeah, Jonathan, that's a very fascinating. That Tom Cowan, I did a show on Spellbreakers about his book, and it happened only because I had still subscribed to Patrick Gunnell's channel, and one time I got a notification that popped up then, and I was like, the heart's not a pump. And I was like, oh, what's this more Patrick bullshit going on here? I gotta check this out. So I went in like super skeptical.
Yeah.
And I didn't watch his show, but I researched it and I did a show on it, Tom Cowan's book that you're talking about. And I came away going, okay, I see what he's trying to say, I think.
Yeah.
That the idea that your heart functions as a mechanical pump in the way that a mechanical pump would work is just not tenable.
Right.
And there's something else like going on.
20,000 miles of blood vessels in your body, and the heart has like a real thin wall. And the amount of pressure it would take to actually pump it through is just not. It's just asking basic questions like that and be like, does the official narrative fit what we can sort of logically figure out would be the case? And it doesn't seem to, at least from my perspective.
Ash, you keep freezing. Are you good over there?
Yeah, I was just finishing publishing an article, and I had to go to a different page. And when I do that, it glitches out. So sorry about that. Sorry if I look weird or scary or something.
You just looked really, really interested.
A little intimidating.
That's how you knew I was frozen, right?
Uh-oh. Ash hasn't told us to shut up yet. She must be
she must be doing something else.
I'm not paying attention.
One of the things that Cowan brings up is that I guess sometime in the last 10 years or whatever, they MRI imaging or something like that of a baby in the womb showed that blood starts to flow prior to the heart developing.
Okay. Yeah,
and that was one of the things that Cowan brought up, and that would let you know right off the bat, okay, something else is going on when it comes to blood flow in the body. And
so that makes me even, or that's a better argument for life starts even before the first heartbeat.
Oh yeah, for sure.
I mean, I already believe that, but I think that'd be a great thing to add to the argument. Be like, you don't even need a heartbeat yet.
Right.
Yeah, I'm not as convinced by his arguments yet about what the heart actually does, because there's two things going on, right? There's the idea that the heart doesn't function like people say it does, and then there's the idea, well, what does it actually do? What's its role, and how does blood circulate? And that second question is something that he does speculation about that I can't say whether it's true or not, but he did convince me well. And he also ties into the other thing you mentioned there, which is the idea of cell structure and cell morphology, that we may have that model completely wrong too. And he mentions a guy that's a a big. I've got his book over here on my shelf, which is Gerald Pollack from who did University of Washington, that sells as gels. And the idea of this membrane sac containing water that things float around into it is completely wrong, but that's what we teach. And it's so absurd from the model of cell division. And just reading that, and it's a very readable book. He's got a very, very readable presentations, Gerald Pollack does. And it convinced me, we don't know anything about microbiology. We're so off.
And that's the thing, is they present it as if this is fact, this has been verified. It reminds me of like in the movie Truman Show, and he's like, I want to go explore. And the teacher's like, nope, everything's already been explored. There's that aspect of it where it's like, it's all been figured out. We've already solved all these questions. And then you just start digging into it and you go, like with viruses, for instance, like you just you read the methodology for how they isolate viruses, which is something that Cowan talks about as well. And just go, yeah, that doesn't sound right.
That's everything for me.
Everything
I've learned growing up.
See what?
So you guys are having way too intelligent of a conversation for my liking.
This is
right
not
now.
an OnlyLands conversation.
Switch it up. What do you guys want to talk about?
Wait, Jay's here. We have to bring Jay.
We can always dumb it
Hi,
down.
Jay.
Oh, what's up, Jay?
Hey, do you guys
Okay.
need me to cheapen this this conversation? I can take it to depths you've never seen.
Let's
I
hear
did-
it.
Come on in.
Uber is certainly going to do that.
I did see this, John, and people are losing their minds over it.
Yeah, what are your thoughts on it?
So
Always got a handy.
so if you look at Lauren Boebert's post on it, she posted a
Boebert.
similar photo. And she put free Tina in hers. And
Okay.
that's interesting because Tina Peters and Lauren Boebert have beef, long standing beef, goes back a long way. And now, she's kind of posturing as though she's maybe the reason the governor decides to do clemency or something. I don't know, but people here are losing their minds. I mean, she doesn't have a ton of credibility anyway, but people do love their
None of these
Patriot
people
Barbie.
should. I fucking hate all these people, every one of them.
Samesies.
Do you think Polis is going to free her up?
I do, but I think he's going to do it in October.
Which is so retarded.
Why?
You're gonna do it
Possibly
just-
November. Well, because I think he's going to do it just before the election.
Why?
Because I think that is and could be just after the election, but around the election time is when I think he's going to do it. I don't think he's going to do it right before he leaves office. My theory on Polis is he's running for president so he can be vice president, and then in 4 years,
I looked in the mirror and thought he's presidential material.
Oh yeah,
Why
well,
do you think
he's
he's running for
gubernatorial.
president? I have so many questions for you.
Oh,
Why
because
is he
he's
running for
because he's acting. So Jared Polis is a radical commie, except when he's running for office. When he's running for office, he's a libertarian, and he is acting in a way that implies that he's being more libertarian right now, which tells us he's probably running for office. Well, yeah.
Duh.
Yeah. And the only office maybe he'll run for senator or something, but I really think he's going for the VP slot.
Crazy.
First openly gay VP.
Oh, he's gay
Stress
too?
open.
I didn't even know that.
Oh my gosh, yes. So the wolf problem that we have here is alleged to be the fever dream of his husband. And that's why we keep
I don't know
reintroducing
what the
wolves.
hell you're talking. What are you talking about?
Wolf
We
problem?
keep stealing wolves from the Pacific Northwest and bringing them here, and they keep dying. And we keep doing it, which is crazy, except it's a present.
Is his husband like
Governor.
mating with them or something? Like, how are they dying?
He's a wolf fucker.
Wow.
I said it.
So they're dying a
Nice
number
thing.
of ways. They're dying from natural predators. They're dying
Like his
because they're
husband?
being shot.
Yes.
They're dying. There was some guy that dressed up as a wolf and went into the wilderness and got attacked by wolves.
No.
That's
way.
funny.
Good.
I mean, that's kind of funny.
They are
was
being
that his
killed
husband too?
because they don't actually know. No, he's still kicking. They don't actually know. The wolves don't actually recognize state boundaries, so they keep running into Wyoming and getting shot. There's all sorts. There's all sorts of.
Yeah, it's almost like there's a natural law or
almost-
something.
yeah,
that
yeah,
governs
it's almost.
the way nature functions.
It's the plot of the kids movie Alpha and Omega that we're just living here in Colorado right now. I don't know if you guys ever saw that movie. It's a good one. These two wolves get shot with tranquilizer darts and wake up, and they get brought somewhere else, and they have to find their way home. It's also
What's
kind
that
of a
called?
love story.
The Hangover.
Alpha and Omega. Oh, your kids would like it. My boys loved it. The animated wolf movie.
I'll check it out.
They're singing too, I think, if I recall correctly.
They're going through a SpongeBob phase, and I used to love that show, but I can't.
Sorry,
it's so fucking annoying now.
I love how annoying it is. I love it. I love it.
Can't stand it. But they love it. They get a kick out of it.
So the
and there's a whole, by the way, there's a whole bunch of NGOs that are also supporting the wolf thing. It's not just Marlin. The name of his husband is Marlin.
At the expense of wolves.
I gotta see what this guy looks like. Marlin Polis.
Drake, I think that's spot fucking on. Marlin Reyes is he goes by. Oh, you're gonna enjoy this.
No fucking way. No fucking way. Yeah. Look at this shit.
Colorado is gay. Yeah, you guys have no idea.
The first gentleman of Colorado.
It's not a person.
Oh, wow.
So he's at that level and he can't afford a suit that fits?
I don't think there's suits that fit. It's not a person.
Tailor.
No, it's not a person. That his
like
body
is sure he bought at Kohl's.
That is
go
the
to
first gentleman, Cam. Show some respect.
He looks like he's like 15.
First gentle something.
Oh
wow.
He is 44.
What?
Click on their wedding photo.
Does he live under the Denver airport?
Yeah, click
the wedding photo.
Go to the wedding picture. Yeah.
That looks like it's gonna be pricey.
One thing at a time, guys. Let me concentrate. Jared Polis is 50. Oh, where's the wedding photo? This one?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh, there it is.
Yamato.
There it is.
Here we go.
Case anyone
somebody used Photoshop to put two guys in that photo.
Yeah, definitely.
So Marlin Reyes, wolf bestiality.
Not BCS. Stop it.
Wolf obsession. I meant obsession.
There are no allegations that there is anything untoward with the wolves, like inter-wolf relations.
Jokes.
That's not there. There is the fact that the wolves keep dying, though.
But why would you dress up like a wolf and go into the wilderness where the wolves
That
are?
wasn't him. That was somebody else. Let me find that.
Okay.
Can we confirm that wasn't him?
Yeah, that guy got fucked up.
It seems like you would only do that if you wanted to get banged by a wolf.
He looks like a shapeshifter to me. So who knows?
And by the way, the Alpha and Omega, that sounds like a name for a Badlands show that Alpha should be doing. We should have some host named Omega.
He puts first gentleman Marlin Reyes as like his name on social media.
That's so gay.
God, he's very proud of his first gentleman status.
The truth is, I don't care what you do or don't eat. I don't care what you think you know or what you think you're qualified to comment on. I don't care why your family seems to love the limelight and never misses an opportunity to trash talk the front range. If you're proud of being a rancher, act like it. All this complaining is leading nowhere fast.
Wow.
That's from him.
That's from David.
Oh man, Snopes says that it's not true.
Strong man.
It's been labeled as satire according to Snopes, but they didn't say it was false.
Snopes isn't true.
It's just not true yet.
There is
a
video of allegedly. This is definitely not real.
I feel like I've seen AI of something like this.
Hold for processing. We're going to Facebook.
By the way, we're streaming to Facebook, so thank you for our 2 viewers over there.
Can you? Oh,
Hi,
wait.
Facebook.
Hey, Facebook, what's happening?
I got it.
This is Brian Sonder, and he's from Boulder, Colorado. Brian is a staunch supporter of wolves going back to Colorado, and he's also a supporter of ballot box biology. And one of Brian's favorite hobbies is to be a furry, a wolf furry. And if you don't know what a furry is, it's basically a human pretending to be a wild animal, such as a wolf. That's why he has the ears and the tail, and sometimes he acts like the wolves. Now, Brian's getting awfully bored on his long walks with his wife, acting like a wolf. He's missing his pack. One day, he decides to go up to Wyoming by the Grand Teton National Park in this area. Brian's ultimate dream is to unite with his pack. And at first, he does not find his pack at all because he's not serious enough about dressing up as a furry. With luck, some ground meat, and a Bluetooth speaker doing the howls, he finds his pack. And the pack of wolves attack him. Don't be like Brian. You'll end up in the hospital.
Is that Jared Polis' first husband?
I don't think so.
First husband.
Are you worried
Marlon
about
is
us getting like sued or something by Jared Polis for these comments?
Just me. You guys will be fine.
Okay.
Jared, I was
mind.
kidding.
We'll
You're better than the
settle down.
Jared from Subway. Jared.
Who was also here in
bomb.
the Florence Supermax for a little while. Jared's from Subway.
He brought the wolves.
What's he been up to?
Wasn't he molesting kids last we saw?
Well, that's why he was in the Florence Supermax.
And he's still surviving in prison?
I think they moved him. Hang
Does
on.
he put all that weight back on yet, you think?
He has a spouse? Holy shit.
You know, I was thinking about that. He probably lost so much weight eating Subway from like the dehydration and diarrhea, like lack of holding onto water or something.
Child
Yes.
sex tourism and possessing child pornography were his charges. Did he get out?
Probably.
I think I heard that he was either got out or was moved. No, he has not gotten out of prison. He is currently serving a 15-year and 8-month sentence, approximately 15.5 years for child pornography and sex crimes, which began in 2015. He is at the FCI Inglewood facility in Colorado.
Seems like a lifetime too short.
Or basically Greece.
That's crazy. Anyway.
Natalie Kay had asked what the beef was between Tina Peters and Lauren Boebert.
Oh, so Tina Peters went to this Sheriff's Association, Constitutional Sheriffs meetup thing. And in that discussion, she gave remarks on stage. I think probably find the video.
Hey, Zach.
Let me find the video.
He was late. He can wait his turn.
Talk about something else.
Do you sleep in or something? Take a nap?
No, dude. I've got a bunch of shit I'm dealing with. And also Lisa is leaving town tomorrow. So kind of didn't realize the time. And then my mother texted me and said, they're looking for you on OnlyLands. And I was like, oh, I need to let you guys know that I'm not going to be here. So just wanted to pop in it and apologize. And I see we're live on Facebook. That's new.
Yeah. Also, I don't remember looking for. Did you guys look for Zach? I didn't remember seeing anything.
My mother, what are you doing?
I was searching for you,
She's
Zach.
me. She's
I was searching
psyoping
for
me.
you.
Just kidding.
Whenever there's a
Thank
black
you.
man missing, I go searching.
Thank you.
I was like, where's that guy? I know JB's asleep, so I wasn't worried about that.
Brother called out to me from across the distance. I could smell them collard greens in my soul.
Well, yeah, you go have fun with your lovely wife.
Yeah, we got an early morning trip to the airport, so
We'll see you next week, man.
See you next week.
We'll see you
Yeah.
very soon.
See you Monday.
Good to see you, Zach.
Peace.
Yeah,
Peace.
man.
See you, Zach.
Band of Brothers, watch it sometime.
I love that line.
I can't.
Most people don't know where it's
find
from,
the
too.
video.
So good.
Jack,
The
you know
gist of the video was that the gist of the beef is that Tina Peters alleges that at the original meeting where they talked about taking the images, that Lauren Boebert was there, that she was a part of it. And then when it came to the whole office raid and everything, Lauren Boebert distanced herself, did not have Tina Peters back, and was nowhere to be found. That's kind of the essence of the beef. Also, well, no, that involves somebody else, so never mind.
So what you're saying is Lauren Boebert was basically unfaithful in other areas of her life as well.
Wow.
Unwhatful?
Unfaithful. Untrustworthy.
Yeah.
Did she cheat on her husband?
The rumor is she gave some handies out at the local movie theater.
But she wasn't married at that point.
Oh,
Well,
still the rumor.
are we using the
Regardless
state
of when.
definition of marriage, or are we using God?
Well played, Drake.
Oh, funny.
Shit show of a state that I live in.
Yeah, I
JJ,
don't
have you
know
had
why you
any
live there still.
crazy
You can
liberal
move.
clients recently?
I'm like,
Oh, crazy liberal clients. No,
Which
but
is
that
redundant, I know, but
that one crazy one's been coming back. I just never
Really?
expected that. And she's all hugs and everything. I don't know. She probably doesn't know that I kind of ripped on her on on a live stream. Thank God. But no, I haven't had anybody too crazy this week. It's been pretty mellow. I did just have dinner and I ran into an old friend of mine who's like my first friend to ever get married and have kids. And this dude looked much older than the last time I saw him, which was just a few years ago. But I was like, holy cow, I didn't even recognize he and his wife. But he had two boys and they were like handfuls. And he was a traveling salesman. So his wife was always like dragging these kids around town. And she was like, okay, I've had enough with the kids. You're getting a vasectomy. So she made an appointment for him to get a vasectomy. So my buddy goes to get his vasectomy, and then they've got him all like numbed up and ready to go. And he has like a freak out and like runs out of there, like hops in his car, shows up at home. And his wife's like, what the hell are you doing home? I'm supposed to pick you up like in an hour. And he says, I couldn't do it. I just couldn't, I couldn't go through with it. And she goes, you better go through with it. And so she calls up the outpatient place and they said, sorry, he like left and we'll have to reschedule him, but it'll be like a month before we can get him in again. So he bought himself a month, right? So anyways, of course, he ends up knocking up his wife with twins. So they went up at 2 to 4. But then, of course, he that bought him some more time. So like right after she gave birth to the twins, he got her pregnant one more time. And so they have 5 kids. But wow. So I haven't seen a long time.
Legendary.
They wanted to end with 2 and they ended up with 5.
Yeah. That's kind of a, what is that? I don't know
Good for them.
Is of that, but yeah. So they got like 6 grandkids now. He was showing me the youngest just got married last weekend and stuff. So that's why I was late. I was shooting the shit with my buddy and reconnecting a little bit. But I swear, God, man.
Did you invite him to Gart?
Aging is no, I didn't. But they are conservative, though. I will say that. Actually, his wife's from Colorado. And
so we need Gart, Colorado.
Ooh, yeah.
That would be
Has she heard about Jared Polis's husband's obsession with wolves?
I should ask her about that. Do you know about? I don't know. She left Colorado a long, long time ago. But he's a cheese salesman, and way back when makes a ton of money. I mean, he's like, I don't know, some Italian cheese, and he
wants some cheese.
He's like a regional manager. But at one point earlier in his career. Yeah, I'm not sure which one it is. It's some legit Italian cheese. He used to have like a whole refrigerator in his garage stocked with cheese. So every time I go over his house, I come home with just like ridiculous amounts of cheese. It's excellent stuff. But at one point early in his career, he had to move to Green Bay. And that's not an easy talk when you live here in Southern California. It's not an easy to talk your wife into that. But she's from Colorado. She's no stranger to cold weather. But they moved in the middle of February. And I think that little airport in Green Bay, I don't think they have jetways, and you get off like on the runway, with the little, the stairs. And they opened the doors, and it was like 50 below with like the wind chill. She just got like the wind, and she's like, "No fucking way! I'm not getting off this plane." And she had a whole meltdown. They had to get like security to like drag her off the plane because she would not get off the plane. But they lasted like 3 years there, and then they moved back here. So. But yeah, he makes so much money.
Selling cheese.
Cheese, yeah.
It can't be that hard to sell cheese either. Like I feel like
cheese sells itself, man. The cheese sells itself.
And then what he would do is like he made like connections with like the cheese producers, and sometimes there'd be like some place in Wisconsin made too much, mozzarella or something, and so he'd have to so what he would do is he had people like at Trader Joe's, and
he's like an import-export cheese guy. He's moving it.
Yeah, he was brokering. He was brokering these big sales. Yeah, he became like a cheese broker on the side. I think that's what he made most.
Black market cheese dealer.
I mean, that's how Vito Corleone got started with olive oil. Importing olive oil.
That's right. There you go.
That's crazy, man. For real, I want to know what company it is. If it's Sargento, I'd love his work.
Trying to remember. It's
love his work.
Is it like Bella Gioso or something like that? I don't know.
Oh, that's the mozzarella.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think that's what it is.
Balls ones. Little.
You like the little balls? Cut. Green Star, where are you?
Wrong.
Green Star, catch
little
that.
White balls. Little white Italian balls.
It's hard not to put those in your mouth. I get it. Totally get it. It's snowing where I'm at, by the way. Speaking of weather, like crazy snow.
Really? 78 degrees today here. Lovely.
Yeah, this is my backyard right now. Or well, not right now, but like earlier. 4 hours ago.
What the hell, dude?
It is 70 degrees outside right now where I am.
We're on our way to get like 8 to 12 inches or something.
What?
That's what she said.
Yeah.
It looks like that, but yellow outside here.
Sorry.
Yellow?
Yeah, we were 80 today.
Pollen.
Oh, is it that bad?
Oh, yeah.
It's horrible.
Yeah.
Do you get allergies real bad? Yeah.
That's me. Eyes, nose, everything. Coughing.
Yeah,
Matt, what's the weather where you're at, bud?
Garden stuff.
Well, it was nice today, but it was pushing up above almost to 100 last week.
Hey, you're Arizona, aren't you?
Yeah, Scottsdale. And it's supposed to be hot summer, hot spring. Not looking forward to it. But we did have, it was only just a threatening to get hot. We did have some really beautiful days. This time of year here, when it's nice, it's the nicest weather. It's, when it's like 70, 80 and you can open the windows and it's, not humid at all. And, but you're just like, oh, this is so great. It's not going to last. It's going to be hell by June. It's going to, the temperature is going to have an 11 handle on it by the middle of June. And life's going to be miserable. Although I sort of perversely like it when it's gets up to like 115, just because it becomes a test of one's ability to survive.
Yep.
When you go outside and it's like, I'm tough. I can handle. It's going to be. They can't take the planes. The planes can't take off at Phoenix Airport because the temperature's not dense enough. But I can stay outside. And it's,
I actually use that as an excuse that they can't take the planes off because it's too hot.
Yeah. I guess I don't know. I guess aerodynamically, the air is just too. It's not dense enough to provide enough lift for the jets. I guess
Sounds made up.
That sounds made up because I don't know.
I would have thought it would be because the tires would melt.
Yeah, that's
maybe it's that too. I don't know.
Sounds less made up than the thing you said.
So it was. That was.
Matt, you're the physicist. You should know this. Come on.
Yeah, theories of flight.
Theoretical physics, Jay. Theoretical physics.
It just means I can theoretical look into physics.
Your plane is theoretically going to crash.
The hottest I've ever been was sitting on the tarmac at the airport in Nyala, South Darfur in Sudan. It was over 110 degrees. We were waiting on something. I'm not sure. We sat on that tarmac for like an hour with the plane off. They just had the door open, and I had a guy in front of me. They don't wear deodorant over there, so a guy in front of me and a guy behind me just gassing me with their armpits, and we sat there for maybe an hour. Then we ended up taking off. So, I mean, it was 110, 115 all the time, and flights would still come and go. So that kind of puzzles me.
They have less dense air there, probably, or more dense. I don't remember what Matt said, but
more dense.
The opposite of it. Hey, we should talk a little bit about Pam Bondi. I'm curious what you guys think about that whole situation.
I'll start. I
man.
feel like it just goes with Trump's pattern he's been doing since his first term. People come and they go. They serve their purpose and they're gone. I don't read too much into it. I don't believe he hates her or she did a bad job or any of that. That's my feeling. I just think it's just par for the course for Trump. What about you guys?
Nobody wants to talk, so.
Yeah,
come on, Cam.
I think
I
you're
don't
right.
really have a position.
Cam's got an opinion.
I think that
I'm just waiting for the Civil War after the for the next impeachment.
I'm down for some
Were you
Civil
watching
War.
Why We Vote Tonight, Matt? Did you?
I
were you
was.
watching
I
Why
caught
We
that
Vote
part.
Tonight?
Yes, I did catch that part where you were talking, and I was like, I'm already there. I'm like,
Brian's
yeah,
a great
such
choice for the
pessimist.
vote panel, John. You nailed that one.
Okay, good.
I'm like, I'm just always worst case scenario guy. I have been pretty much for years and years. So I'm like, okay, we're gonna lose the midterms. They're gonna impeach Trump. It'll be successful this time, and then we'll have a civil war. So I should wrap my mind around anticipating that, and then it won't happen because nothing I think is going to happen ever happens.
But if we lose the midterms, then they will impeach Trump, and we will have a civil war.
Yes.
Yep. That's what you guys are talking about tonight.
Yeah. Well, towards the end of it. Also, everyone is CIA, and when they die, they go to Whitsex.
Yeah. Looks like Gaines another angel. We need on a t-shirt.
They go to where? Where?
Another spook.
Wits that gained another angel every time somebody dies. The last time I
talking
used
about
that
Cam.
was
Oh shit!
Was that on DTA?
Patriots, don't be
Something on the dark
racist.
side of the moon.
I don't remember.
Sorry, Kim.
I loved it.
I had to. I know.
But about Pam Bondi, yeah, she did not make it through to the end of The Apprentice. White House edition.
No, she got fired.
I don't know. I was never a fan. I just
What round are we in? I mean, I don't feel like
We're in the
have
middle,
to-
man. We're not near the end. I can tell you that.
Mm.
Well,
It's like
it seems
one of
like
the-
though,
I think you're
like
probably
I
right.
like to think that every time somebody is let go, it moves into a new phase of, maybe there is some kind of justice phase coming. I like to think so, but like it's, we've been rug pulled so many times on that. I'm not going to get on that rug again, but secretly I'm hoping like maybe this is saying we're going to start getting serious about arresting some people here.
that's the dream, man.
I mean, I know this
Fuck.
this will be discussed at some of the panels, especially like the end is not for everyone and all that stuff. But
Hmm.
is there an end, or are we all waiting for something that most likely will never happen, and therefore we should probably figure out some other way to exist in the meantime? And on a personal level for that, I know back in when I first started following the Q post, I always felt like if I had to check my phone because at any day the tweet would show up or some revelation would occur, and they finally arrested so and so or whatever, and so it was like this. I would check things because it felt like there was always something I was going to miss out on finding out the thing that happened, and it just seems like that was just one long rug pull, and it would have been better if I had focused on other things. But I don't know, you're just sitting waiting for something that might never happen, and then you end up but you're still waiting.
It's soap opera formula. It's that, and this is you see this nowadays in like Candace Owens content and whatnot. You get this build up to the Friday where you get something and then a massive cliffhanger, so you have to tune in Monday, and your attention is attached to this. And no, John, I don't watch Candace Owens, but my brother is a super fan, and so I have seen this formula. Yeah, dude. You don't watch Candace. You don't even know. You don't even know what's going on.
I hope that's exactly what he sounds like.
It's pretty close. to it.
She speaks the truth, according to my buddy. She's putting
speaks her
herself out
truth.
there. She's saying things that
She's
no
the
one-
only one. She's
Right.
the only one brave enough.
Yeah, he's literally used that line with me before, and it's like, dude, she's saying stuff that we were talking about 5 years ago, which is fine if she just came to it now, but give credit. Be like, I'm not the first one to talk about this. This has been on the internet for the last 5 or 6 years. That what's her face, Macron's husband / wife is a dude.
Also, how much money is she making?
So that I enjoy. I did
Speaking this
watch that
bravery.
Candace series, The Becoming Brigitte. That shit was good. But soap opera, it's the same for you. So when I was on maternity leave, I knew that I needed to go back to work because I started caring about Days of Our Lives, like wanting to know what was going to happen next. And I'm like, nope, got to get out of here. This is unproductive bullshit. And that's what I feel like that is.
Wow. Maybe we need some soap opera content. Like we need a literal Badlands soap opera show, scripted.
We have to definitely let people know that it's soap opera because everybody else is doing soap opera but calling it news.
Yeah,
And I think
no,
you're talking about a scripted plot show.
yeah, that's what I'm
right?
saying. Like a scripted show.
Like Delirious. Did you guys see the movie Delirious?
No,
I don't think
Holy
so.
shit, John, you have to watch this trailer.
Speaking of while you're looking that up shows, I think a Badlands office style commercial would be hilarious.
That's a great idea. Great. We're working on a commercial right now and our new intro. It's close. It's real close. But I like the
Keto
idea of an
Higgins is
office
back.
commercial.
Sorry to cut you off. Keto
No, I
Higgins
saw him
is
today.
back.
He left $1 rant. Super generous of him on my daily show today.
Yeah, he's so generous. I saw him leave $2 one time, man. I was like, oh my god.
Oh, that's the
That's a serious
serious.
one.
That's the serious rant. When he
Yeah.
goes
That
two,
That means
that's
he's got something to
serious.
say.
One, it's all jokes and smiles. Two,
I wonder how
is-
much money
love
he
Keith,
saved.
In the am I going to read it or not? Am I?
I wonder how much money he spent. Because I bet you it's under $100.
Are you ready?
Keith is a treasure.
for the trailer for one of the greatest films ever created.
Yes.
Is it a film or is it a movie?
It's film.
Oh, wow.
Jack Gable may appear to be successful, but he still has his problems.
Here, let me help you up here.
Especially with women.
Jack, when are you going to stop kidding yourself about Laura? There's nothing going on between me and Laura. I know that. But do you?
Till one day, the writer of the sappiest soap on TV.
These heart, lung, liver transplants are almost routine.
Good scene. Really great scene.
Had a slight accident and woke up to find himself living in his own show.
You're in Ashford Falls Community Hospital.
There is no Ashford Falls.
See for yourself.
Oh, no! All I want to do is get out of this stinking little town.
You say you're a writer, then write your way out.
What's the rush? Where am I running?
Now,
I'll make Rachel beg for me.
with the help of his typewriter, he can make himself into the man he's always wanted to be.
I love this.
But suddenly, things just aren't going according to the script.
I didn't write any of this.
And all he wants is to write his way home.
Oh, God, I couldn't have been that drunk. What else did I write last night?
But getting there will require the minimum of typos.
The bartender needs more cold beer. Not beer. Beer!
John Candy,
I know this may sound crazy, but I created this whole town!
Mariel Hemingway, Emma Sands,
He has this strange power over me.
Raymond Burr,
What the hell is going on around here?
Delirious,
I'm in hell, and my punishment is spending eternity on my own show.
Wow.
Richard Donner.
Nice.
Yeah, that's
Good.
a classic.
And for to everybody in the chat that says I've never heard of this movie, I am disappointed in you.
Oh,
Yeah, I
man.
never heard of it.
Love the
Basketball.
Raymond Burr
That's expected
appearance there.
with you, though. You haven't seen like most of the movies.
Ash, have you seen Basketball?
It sounds familiar, but I couldn't quote it or
Trey
anything.
Parker, Matt Stone, the creators of South
Probably
Park.
not. Yeah, I know who they are. I live in Colorado.
Where do
You
you,
watched
where,
it
do
good.
you,
Note there.
where do you guys stand on planes, trains, and automobiles? Because that's one of my favorite movies of all time. And I actually watched one of the very few times I watched Storytime with Chris and BB. They-
Story time with
or
Chris
whatever it
and
is. Movie time. Whatever the hell this
Story hour.
Story hour. Okay. excuse
Which
me.
is a weird name because it's longer than an hour.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like story 3 hours.
They
But
copy Power Hour.
yeah, so like I watched the planes, trains, and automobiles episode, and they just completely ripped it to shreds. They said it
Yeah,
wasn't
I was
funny,
disappointed in
and-
that
oh,
episode.
They're
I love
haters.
yeah,
They're
it
haters
bummed me
of that.
out. I was like, you got to be kidding me. That was like a great freaking movie. Cece loves it. Look at that. See?
I know.
It's a good movie, but it's no basketball. I'm going to play the trailer right now, Ash. You're going to love this.
I'm ready.
Clown at the 10, the 5, touchdown!
In a world where professional sports had sunk to a new low,
That's like the NFL now.
Exactly. That was the point.
two guys invented a game
Yes! Home run, that's 3-1, dude.
that took them to the big time.
Hard to
I
believe
have
that
never
just
seen
5
this.
years ago, this game was played only on driveways.
And it's hard to believe just 5 years ago, those girls were only in grade school.
From the director of The Naked Gun and starring the creators of South Park
What an unfortunate thing to happen on Dozen Egg Night.
comes a story about their rise to stardom.
Would you mind signing these?
Sure. Oh,
The fans who adored them
Joey, look who's here. My biological father?
and the forces
Players of your caliber should be making the big bucks, don't you agree?
that drove them apart.
Dude, you turned down Kane's offer without even talking to us.
Dude, I'm not gonna cave in. Dude!
Dude,
I guess you've got a point there.
Universal Pictures presents
I love kids. Heads up, big guy. God, needs a little work on the hands.
He's blind, Doug.
Trey Parker, Matt Stone,
Guess I'll take my shot now.
Yasmin Bleeth,
Here, open your blouse and say ah.
Reamer,
Jenny McCarthy,
I finally got all the chrome off this for you.
Robert Vaughn,
Nice. Very nice.
You want me to start on this one?
and Academy Award winner Ernest Borgnine. This summer, experience the passion and the triumph.
I'm the king of the world! Yeah!
Basketball,
I don't think I've ever been this excited. You're excited? Feel these nipples.
I have never seen that. I will watch it.
You should.
It looks
I completely
so
forgot about it until we talked. I brought it up, I think, on Power Hour Wednesday. So, oh, so good. So funny. But I'll watch your movie. You watch mine.
Deal.
Deal.
Cece saw my movie already, though.
She's seen every movie.
Yeah.
It's insane.
I've been watching horror movies lately. Did I tell you about this? These girls at my work recommended this list of horror movies. So I watched Smile and Smile 2 this week.
Are those good? Those seem creepy to me.
They're good. They're good. I think they were good. They're creepy. And it involves like demonic possession and stuff. So like that's always a little way too freaky for my taste usually. So, but they were good. They were well done.
Do all of y'all like horror movies?
No.
No,
I fucking hate them. I
won't watch them.
I have zero interest, and I don't even get scared of most movies. I just don't care for things that are like that demonic in a way. Not all horror movies are demonic, but like, why would I subjugate myself to that?
I haven't watched one in years, and these girls at my work were like, here's some movies you need to watch, and they're like half of them are, most of them are horror movies. I found out. So
yeah, I'm not a fan, but I've been watching them more lately, and they're growing on me. I like the thriller ones, like the
right, the
that's much more
suspenseful,
M. Night Shyamalan kind of thing.
Yeah, but his get a little weird sometimes too. I don't know.
Only movie I've ever gotten my money back from was a M. Night Shyamalan movie. I forgot if it was The Hills Have Eyes or one of the other ones. In like the
Did he do The Hills Have Eyes?
I believe so. If he didn't do it, it wasn't that movie then. The Shining? No, not The Shining. That's not.
He did The Village.
The Village. That was. I think The Village was.
That was a good one. That was a good one.
One of those two movies, either The Hills Have Eyes or The Village. We left like. I mean, to be fair, we left like 20 minutes in, but we went to the front. We want our money back. We're not watching this movie.
Cece says she's going to give you a better horror movie.
Yeah, I'm waiting for it. That sounds great.
Why do women like horror movies? Not all women, obviously. But
no, they
why?
Cam. My ex-girlfriend was like, that's all we watched. Like every day, it was on the TV. It was like horror movie after horror movie. We would back in the day, you go to like Blockbuster, and it was just the horror movie section. Like it was all she wanted to watch. I don't understand it, and I haven't really watched one since then. So I was probably telling these girls about that, and they're like, "Oh, we'll give you some good ones later, newer." So
yeah,
I'm kind of catching up on it, but I don't hate them. It was just like after a while, I'm like, can we just like watch a comedy or something? You laugh a little bit.
When I watch horror movies, like the ones that I've seen, I just think to myself, how would I murder this thing that's been haunting these people before, like 10 minutes into the movie? Like the first time I see it, how would I kill this thing?
Like Halloween, all you got to do is go find like an open field somewhere and just keep like running, because like Michael Myers can't really run. He just kind of walks, with the knife. So you just got to like keep him in front of you and just kind of,
Well, my thought process was to get him on the ground and then just break his fucking neck. Like I get real aggressive when I watch horror movies. I like to think of ways that I can murder them.
The dude just keeps coming back.
I don't
Do you think they run away from him because he doesn't run?
Right. He doesn't run.
But they're so dumb. They always run like into an enclosed space.
Into a house, right? Into a closet, like some.
That's why
they literally never run. So you could just run out of Camp Crystal Lake and to authorities and find help, but they never do.
That's Friday the 13th, but sure.
Yeah, it's Jason.
Jason and Michael Myers are often
They're all
confused.
the same.
One has a hockey mask and the other one has a William Shatner mask.
I don't feel like either one of them run.
That's really what Michael Myers' mask was, though. It was a William Shatner mask. You didn't know that.
I mean, that guy's scary. William Shatner scares me more than
dude. He's in his 90s and he's still doing that show on History Channel.
Yeah,
Unexplained.
with the same mask that he was wearing back in the day.
Michael Myers mask. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm so old. I saw the first Friday the 13th in the theaters in high school.
I did too, Matt. I'm with you.
Dang.
Sad.
19.
I'm not old enough to have seen the first Halloween though in the theaters. That was a little too old for me. So that was you can place my age there in between those because that was like 1978. So
yeah, the 78.
But
my cousin would all the R-rated movies. You know, when I was little, like we would get together for a holiday or something. We'd run over to the mall and he took me to see like Porky's, which was like
Porky. I saw Porky's. Nice.
Yeah. I was like, oh, don't tell my mom you took me.
Yeah, and I walked into a theater one day because we used to go to every movie, right? When it's a 17, I sit down. It's like, oh, what's this new movie? Okay, sit down. Oh, it's called Raiders of the Lost Ark. Okay, let's check it out. You know?
Yeah,
it's like just that to walk into a theater and see some of these movies and not have any idea what you're in for, you know?
Yeah. I remember going to Star Wars as a kid, Matt, and I didn't know what it was. I had no idea. We went to the Grauman's Chinese Theater in Hollywood. My mom took me down there. It was like, this is just all the rage down there. But I remember seeing like, you know, the opening scene and R2-D2 and C-3PO, and I'm like, what the hell is this? I thought it was, I actually didn't even like it. I'm like, that was kind of stupid.
I saw it first run, but I didn't have your experience, Jay, because it was already a thing by then.
Yeah,
my uncle had gone and seen it. He says, "Hey Matt, we just saw this movie Star Wars. I think you might like it." You know, so I went to see it with my dad, and it was fun. But the buzz was already out. You know, so I didn't get that the virginal experience of having it be like, "Oh my God, But some of the movies, in the 80s were like that. You guys were mentioning soap opera movies. So I saw a couple recently on TCM that I hadn't seen since the 80s, and they just were so brought back that feeling. And one of them was Tootsie with Dustin Hoffman, which was nominated for Academy Award, which is about a soap opera. So he, the story is, he auditions for a soap opera. He's a failed actor, and he has to audition for a female part, and he does it in drag. And, this is Hollywood. These are liberal actors, this is the whole thing. And the way they portray it, though, is so conservative. They go to pains. He's not gay. He's straight. He's not, there's no, the whole idea of transgender is just not
they were grooming
on the radar at all.
They were grooming you. That's how they get you. Oh, he's not gay. He's just wearing a dress. It's fine. And then the sequel comes. And spoiler alert, he's gay.
Then you become obsessed with wolves and marry a governor and
and
probably should have won the
Christy
Academy
Noam's
Award
husband with the boobs.
Yeah, it's so weird.
When I was growing up, the Metro thing was like, no, he's not gay, he's Metro, and I'm like, no, that's gay. That's gay.
The 80s.
It was like bi, right?
Yeah. Oh yeah, that was another thing. It's like he's not gay, he's bi. I'm like, he has sex with men. That's gay. Like you're gay or not.
Relationships with women and sex with men. And I got news for you. That means you're gay.
Ice-T, man.
Who is on like the ID channel now doing like true crime stuff? Ice-T.
Really?
The what channel?
ID.
What's that?
Like true crime stuff. Like my neighbor's gonna murder me is a show that's on there, and there's enough of those stories to justify a show. Yeah. Deadly Neighbors or something like that. There's a bunch of those.
What?
Yeah,
that's one
the
of those
whole domain of content on the television.
That's crazy. Hey, did you guys see the latest pictures of us? From
Dude,
spaceship?
I'm with you, Keenan.
Is the password to the force field 12345?
DVS Corp 08 exclamation point.
I want to see that one day from space. If I see that, I'll tell you guys it's true.
I think you can go sit inside of a black cube and learn to astral project to yourself someplace, which is apparently how you get there.
Oh,
that's how we can prove. That's how we prove it's real. Is astral projection.
That's allegedly, according to the declassified CIA documents that Nick Monaco guy talked about.
Oh,
on Ryan.
Is that the remote viewing stuff?
Yeah.
Oh, interesting.
That's how we go to Mars. So the handler, I forget his name, monitor, maybe they call that person, had a envelope in their pocket that said Mars 1 million BC or something like that. And the remote viewer then was able to go there. And Mars, according to the telling, looked a lot like Egypt. There were pyramids and whatnot. And inside of the pyramids were these like old, kind of run down, looking like they're dying motherfuckers that were human-ish, but much larger. And they were like, we need to leave this planet. We need a place to go because we killed this planet. And that is why, my friends, we don't take care of the planet we're on, because we don't actually come from here. We come from that Mars place, and the old, tall aliens are really us.
Yeah.
Or something.
The Nordics.
Allegedly. I learned about that on the Sean Ryan show.
Wow.
By the way, D Set in the chat mentioned that yes, and I looked it up too. It is the air density is the reason the planes can't take off at about 120 degrees.
Oh,
but it's not all planes. The jumbo jets still can, but it's the CRJs, the small commuter planes, can't generate enough lift at that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I looked it up, and I was gonna say I used to have a problem taking off. Not a problem, but like you had to really push to clear the tree line at the Cobb County Airport when it was really hot, like summer days, in a little Cessna. So that makes sense. Also, if you have a longer runway and you can pick up speed, then it doesn't really affect you at all.
Hashtag not all planes.
Exactly. Not all planes wear capes.
Are you still taking flying lessons, Cam?
Have not gone in a long time, so no. I'll get back into it at some point when the funds are there and the time is there at the same time.
When the air.
Do your hours expire?
I mean, they don't expire, but
if you start back up again, do you still have all the hours you have, or is there a timeline on that?
I'll still have the same hours. Actually, to be honest, so there's 3 years for the lowest license that you need to get your personal one. You get 3 years of having your it's the student ID, like your student pilot ID. And so after those 3 years, I have to renew it, but I'm not totally sure after those 3 years if I'll be able to keep those hours. So that is a good question. I should probably check into it. But for me at this point, it's not financially feasible, so I'm not even worried about it.
You should be on Artemis 2 right now, Cam. Like you missed your calling. You could have been an astronaut. Like under Obama, NASA was like doing all kinds of DEI hiring. That would have been you, dude.
No, did you guys hear that?
They already got a
black guy. The black guy said he was like, "I'm not here for Black history. I'm here for American history."
That's pretty base.
Dude, that wouldn't. He's pretty base.
There's a fake Canadian one.
What?
Which one clogged the toilet?
Probably the Canadian.
The Canadian.
Is that a female?
There's
the female
a Canadian astronaut, and just a reminder that Canadian astronauts are not real. The only way Canadians can be astronauts is by hitchhiking with Americans or Russians or Chinese. But Canadian astronauts are not real, but they have a great space logo. Also, the Q Awakening says, you kids think 115 is hot. Try living in Kuwait where it gets to 140. No, why would I do that?
I don't want to go to Kuwait. Thank you, though.
Yeah.
You know the hottest place on earth is Ethiopia.
Allegedly.
Take that Q Awakening. We may just look this up like today when it was snowing, and he's like, "Is it warmer anywhere else?" I was like, "Where's the hottest place in America?" Florida on average, and then where's the hottest place in the world? Ethiopia. So,
Do you want to see the Canadian space logo?
I do.
Yes.
Okay,
I think I've seen Asha before.
I have played it quite a bit. I'm a super fan of the Canadian space logo. You guys are in for a treat.
Now, is that average in Ethiopia, or is it?
Oh, I didn't. I was driving while I was looking it up, so I didn't look that much into it.
I thought the record's still Death Valley, Furnace Creek.
Okay, ready?
For all time.
Go for it.
Agence Spatiale Canadienne.
And they literally don't have their own spaceships.
No, they got to hitch a ride.
So how do they have an agency? That's so stupid.
Money laundering.
Fucking freeloaders, John, is what they are. Why do they have a space agency when America was subsidizing them so hard?
I don't know.
Yeah.
Lots of questions around this whole space thing.
I think whoever designed that was a fan of Tron. Throw that out there.
It did have a kind of that vibe to it. I love that video. I think it's amazing. That's their spaceship. It's just the idea of the maple leaf in space.
Space is an idea to Canada.
Yeah, but there's a Canadian
Space.
up there apparently. Everybody's agreeing in the chat. Canada isn't real. Matt Arrett actually confirmed that to be true. And he's the authority on real Canadians. So
Dude,
he should be prime
Canada needs Canadian astronauts need to go up there so they can do curling on the moon. I think that would be an awesome
sounds way too
sport.
cool for them. I want to do cool. We should have American curling on the moon.
Dude,
Whose side are you on, J Trans?
You're onto something, man. When we end up colonizing the moon or whatever, moon sports are going to be a thing.
Totally.
Moon curling is going to be
Well, they've
dope.
already golfed on the moon back in '69, so
Allegedly.
Very true.
I want to see like pole vaulting on the moon.
Oh yeah.
You pull out, you just never come down.
Just gone.
Well,
Guys,
his one
guys.
shot.
Oh, he just launched himself into low moon orbit. Wow.
So crazy.
By the way,
Matthew-
I just got tickets for LA 28 Olympics today.
Nice. What event are you going to see?
Just two because they're
Yeah.
radically expensive. We're gonna go to track and field.
Smart.
I did
Some,
track and
like-
field in '96 in Atlanta, the finals. It was fucking awesome.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's
So
where you
I
at
know,
the
there's like a bunch, there's
USA.
like 3 or 4 different gold medal events of that one. I think it's like the women's 400 hurdle and some hammer throw or some shit. It was, but like if you go to like the real premier ones, everything's starting at like $800,000 for like the worst seats in the house. It's
What?
crazy,
Like
crazy
one
expensive.
event?
One event. So
What?
we also got tickets to equestrian because I live like walking distance from Santa Anita Racetrack. So we're gonna just walk and check out some horses.
That'd be fun.
That was it. It was affordable. It was like $75 or something.
Don't milk the horses, Jay.
I will.
Don't milk.
Do they
the
have
horses.
teats? I will milk
No,
them.
that's the point. They don't have teats.
How much is it to like go to everything?
Like opening ceremony like starts at again like $1,000 for like the worst seats in the house, and they're doing it at SoFi Stadium and also the Coliseum. So they're having like I don't know, like the parade of athletes is still going to be at SoFi though, and for like the nosebleeds, and that's a huge stadium. It's like $1,000.
That's
No thanks.
insane, man.
Yeah, it's nuts.
That's wild.
So,
Oh, I'm not going. So
That's 20. What is it? 2028? Is that what it is?
2028, yeah. And I wouldn't even have bought the tickets, but a buddy of mine, you had to be in some kind of lottery to even get a chance to like buy the tickets. So he's like, "You want me to get you a ticket?" I said, "I want to go to like something, probably want to go to 1 or 2 things." So he got me a ticket. So
are they building any new like?
no, there's I think they're just using all the existing infrastructure for the most part. Like they're having swimming at SoFi. That's what a premier sport that's become in the Olympics. Like I remember in '84, it was like at the Rose Bowl Aquatic Center. It was like there was nothing, just like there weren't even any stands. I don't think anybody even watched it. But now it's at SoFi Stadium.
That's crazy.
Yeah, it's kind of nuts. What is
Okay,
this?
I was here
Michael
when this
Johnson.
happened.
Oh, it's yeah. Were you really? You were in the stands?
I was in the stand.
I remember watching this on TV, obviously, but this was so awesome.
Top of the straightaway. Michael Johnson reaching deep. He has the lead, but Fredericks is still there, and so is Otto Bowman. But Michael Johnson has dead aim on the finish. Michael Johnson running for the round and into Olympic history.
America.
He set a world record. He destroys his old record.
That's crazy.
Awesome.
Where were your
Go.
seats
If you
at?
ever have a chance to go, way high up. If you ever have a chance to go, go. It's freaking amazing.
Wasn't
The
that the
energy.
Olympic, the one with the bomb threat or
Yeah.
something?
Yep.
Yeah.
Centennial Olympic Park.
Is that the same one with the
TWA twice,
gymnastics
800.
girl that like broke her ankle and still like landed?
Carrie Strug.
Yeah.
Was that night?
And Bella Caroli. You can do it.
Right.
You
Yeah.
can do it.
She
Because I remember
Little
watching that
girl
as a
limps
kid.
out and nails the gold medal. It was amazing. That was
You gotta pull that up. That's awesome.
All right, hold on.
What blows my mind is those
Bless you.
gymnastics girls are like 14, 15, and they're just doing just the most insane shit ever. It's nuts. And then like with
they're
this
getting
girl,
older now. Like Simone Biles, like they're pushing the age up now. So
Yeah.
it's
Oh,
not
really?
just the teenagers anymore. Yeah, they found it used to be they were like one and done, but now they go 3 or 4 Olympics. Some of these.
It's because they got rid of all the pedophiles that were running the
Yeah, I was about
programs.
to say that.
All right, I think this is
They have like normal.
So yeah,
age
she did this with like a broken ankle.
and just stalk the landing.
Yeah, not broken. I think it was sprained.
It is up to her. If she
Severely
can score
sprained.
9.493 or better, then she will win the team gold for the USA. She's the last to go. She's the only one who can do it.
I think the uniforms were better back then.
Oh! Carrie is
Look
hurt.
it up.
A 9.712. She has done it. Carrie Strong
I feel like there's got to be a better video of this.
Yeah.
They skipped the whole middle with the drama where she falls down and everybody's like, "Oh, that's it. That the US isn't going to win the gold. She's done." And then she hobbles around, and Bella Caroli comes out, and he's like, "No, you can do it. You can do it." And she's like whining, "Is like, you can do it. You're gonna do it," you know. And she does it, and you're like, "There's no way she can do it." And she goes and sticks that one-footed landing. Is just
she had a 3rd-degree ankle sprain and 2 torn ligaments.
Jeez.
And just so you guys know, certain ankle sprains, they are worse than actually breaking your ankle.
Yeah.
Sounds like some ankle propaganda, but let's watch this.
Out of the individual all-around, and the Americans could lose the team gold to Russia. A 9.493. We've had one more Russian go. So Carrie Strug, it is up to her. If she can score 9.493 and to see her parents in the stands or better,
the U.S. had never won team gold. This was like going to be the first time.
Yeah.
For the USA, she's the last to go. She's the only one who can do it.
She will also perform the same vault we just
You guys can hear the audio, right?
Yep. Yeah.
saw. Mochianu sit down 2 in a row on.
Oh! 3 falls in a row for the Americans.
This is scary.
But she is limping. Carrie is hurt.
Oh, this could be really bad news, John.
Carrie Strug is in trouble. She just stumbled there.
This is such bad quality.
Yeah, but this looks like it's on my TV when I was a
Is
kid.
that Brian Boitano doing the announcing?
No idea.
Brian
I
Boitano.
just feel like there's got to be higher quality.
Should we
Here
watch
we go.
what Brian Boitano do now?
Mochianu sit down 2 in a row on.
Oh! 3 falls in a row for the Americans.
This
And she is limping. Carrie is hurt.
Oh, this could be really bad news, John.
Strug either
Check it out. You can do it.
You're right, Matt.
Yeah, Matt nailed it.
Yeah, you can do it. Don't worry about it.
Carrie Strug is in trouble. She just stumbled there. She either turned her ankle.
Falls short, just like Mochianu. I don't know the last time Carrie Strug did something like that. This is her event.
Up until the vault, here's the reaction of her parents.
They look like they're 70.
Up until the vault,
I know, she's like 13 and they're like
would be a lock. Her first score at 9.162, not high enough. A couple of things at stake here. If Strug scores big, she will not only win the team gold, but she will advance to the individual all-around. Her teammate, Mochianu, will not. She knows what to do. She will go when she is ready. Kerry Strug is hurt.
Man, that
She is
hurt.
hurt badly. Well, John, we saw her limping after the first ball. She is either twisted.
I mean, the ethics of the whole thing are definitely questionable.
Oh yeah.
You
But
mean
it's
the
for the gold,
child
though.
molesting part of it, or the?
I'm talking that you can do it. Just break
can
your
do it.
ankle, don't fall, and then you'll be fine.
I will spank you if you do not stick the landing.
Yeah,
That's crazy.
Yeah, that's motivation.
That's pretty badass, though.
Yeah, that was clutch.
There was a dude in 2012 that broke his leg and kept running.
In the Olympics,
So-
did he win gold though?
He was in a relay for the U.S. I think we won gold in that one.
He broke his leg.
Mateo Mitchell
running?
breaks leg and keeps running. Yeah,
How's that
4x400 relay. The videos I'm finding are like 21 minutes. I got to go search through them. I'm not doing that.
Yeah, you
Sorry,
could break your
everybody.
fibula and still like that. I remember it was like, was it Jack Youngblood? I think, and
Yeah,
the
yeah,
Rams
that's
that
right.
played with a
Rams.
broken leg in a football game.
That
Yeah, that
Stafford
guy was a
broke his
freak of nature.
collarbone once.
Yeah.
Finished out the game.
Yeah.
I think they went like 1-16 that year or something. But he got that one win.
That's what got him to LA, man. So like he deserves it after carrying a team through a 1-16.
Dude, J-Trey, you see the Raiders signed Kirk Cousins?
I was just going to bring that up. Super
Dude,
Bowl,
what do you
bro.
think?
Just hand us the Lombardi trophy now. It's
I don't
done.
know. Not if my Vikes have anything to say about it, but I think that was a good signing.
It's a very good signing. It's
Will they
cheap.
have something to say about it, or?
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
now they
Yeah,
don't have to
Kyler
throw
Murray now.
Mendoza to the Wolves.
Oh, that's
'cause
right.
Their offensive line is pretty suspect. So like now you can start Cousins, sacrifice him, and then once they get their shit together, they could put Mendoza in. I
He's
like
underrated. He's underrated. You guys will be all right.
Actually, I like Cousins a lot. I think he's a damn good quarterback. I'm very excited about that signing.
You going to any games?
I don't know. Depends on how bad they are. If they're really bad, I'm not going. If they're decent, I might go to a game.
Dude, when is Gart Vegas?
Oh yeah, there might be a
First
game when we're there.
Let me look. Raiders schedule.
19th or something.
Have they announced the schedule yet, though? The dates? I think they've done that yet. But aren't we in there like September 20th or something like that? We're in Vegas.
We know who their home opponents are.
It's a great stadium, by the way. It's really, really nice. I like it way better than SoFi. SoFi's cost like 9 times the amount that they paid for the Vegas stadium, but it's terrible.
Jay, are you a Raiders fan because they were in LA?
Partly. I was actually a Raiders fan in Super Bowl 11. They played the Vikings.
Yeah.
And it was at the Rose Bowl, and I lived here in Pasadena, and my dad took me to the hotel where like the players were staying, and I think they were getting on the bus to go to their practice during that Super Bowl week. And I remember just being in the lobby, seeing these like massive, like crazy looking dudes. And I'm like, oh, these guys are badass. So I rooted for them and they won. That was the year, Madden was their coach and Stabler was their quarterback.
Gave us that shot of him jumping in the air.
Jumping up and down those aqua blue pants. And oh man, he was the best. So then a few years later, they moved to LA and my dad and I got season tickets and we had season tickets the whole time they were in LA. So that's why I became a big Raiders.
That was 84 during the Olympics. And that 84 Olympics, to me, that was like America at its sunniest, brightest, most optimistic moment in my life.
84 was just it was a great year.
Yeah. No problems in America. It was just like,
you had like patriotism, like Reagan, was president, and you had like Sergeant Slaughter like kicking the Iron Sheik's ass in wrestling, and like everything was just patriotic and people were proud to be American. Even Bruce Springsteen was proud to be American back then.
Yeah, that was
born in the USA. I think it came out that year.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. And Reagan about to win 500 electoral votes against Mondale. I mean, I'm glad I got to live through it. I don't think I'll ever see anything like that again. But that was, we can't be unified as a country like that again.
No,
you don't think so?
I don't know. I'd love to see it.
I would too, but I don't know, man.
What do you think it's going to take?
Brainwashing.
Brainwashing.
I'm serious. You would have to brainwash a large portion of the population. Not a majority, but a large portion.
I think you'd have to de-brainwash a large portion of the population, you know.
Well,
I mean, back then people would vote like they wouldn't just vote straight party line. You know, if you liked a candidate, you voted for him. It didn't matter. Now everybody's so on their team, you know, team D, team R. I don't know. I don't see it happening, but that would be cool.
I just think the genie's gotten out of the bottle, so we're never going to have it fully that patriotic again. That's what I think.
Yeah. You know, we were what, 85% white country back then too, you know? So, you know, if you do the number of white voters in America right now, you'd get pretty lopsided electoral college votes still. So it's you've got that issue, and you know, we're never going back to that. So
we could.
Well, I always tell people it's like, you know, it's like, oh, you know, it's so great that we're becoming a less white nation. And I'm like, I always want to ask people, it's like, okay, just for a thought experiment, suppose we got more whiter in the country. Would that be okay? Or do we have to only get less white? You know, would it be okay? Supposing, you know, just hypothetically as a crazy experiment, suppose we got whiter, you know, because all the Europeans they're going to be driven out of Europe and they're going to have to come over here, you know, so they're going to have to give up on Europe. You know, we've already got the Afrikaners coming over, and pretty soon it's going to be all the French and stuff. And so, like, what if we got whiter? Would that be okay? Do you have anything wrong with that?
What type of white you talking about, though?
It will be interesting to see if that happens, though, Matt, because you'd think at some point, if you're Europe, like you'd put your foot in the ground and be like, okay, enough's enough. This is what Trump kind of alluded to in that national security strategy.
Yep. Yeah, I don't know what's going to happen with Europe. But I think you're right. I think there's going to be, I think people are going to, well, you're seeing it happen really quickly, like in Britain now with that. And, you know, 5 years ago, I don't think you would have had any consciousness of what has happened in the last year or so in Britain, that all of a sudden it's just radically different now. And this emergence of Restore Britain coming out of nowhere, that they could very well win the next election. And you know, the leader's like, yeah, we're going to deport everybody. And there they can do it. Because when you have the control of the government there, you can actually do shit. Not like, you know, like here, well, we could do stuff too with the Republicans, right? But we know they're not going to, we know that's the uniparty is still got the control of everything. But in Britain, it's different.
I think we can do stuff here. I don't know that we can do stuff with the Republicans though.
Yeah. So yeah, what is going to get us to the point where we actually do stuff, where we get to that point?
They both need to be destroyed.
Maybe we actually get to the point where we do stuff when we stop asking the government to do stuff.
Oh, right. There's yeah. Well, I don't know. What does that mean? Like escorting people to the border and deporting them ourselves? I don't, you know,
no,
what does
I've had
mean?
that. I've had that conversation though so many times in the past 2 weeks about, well, if we don't have the parties, what are we going to do? How are we going to organize? How are we going to determine who the candidates are? We can't do that. We have a two-party system. It's just what we have to do. It sucks, but you know, we can reform the parties from the inside. It's going so well. Going so well.
Well, yeah, if we didn't have the party system, that would definitely change everything as far as our elections.
I mean, if we're going to go that far, let's just keep going.
The whole system's corrupt.
Why stop there? No, what I mean by like doing, like, I don't mean like going around and grabbing, you know, illegals and escorting them across the border, or even going around arresting people. Although we have a right to do that as human beings. We have a natural right to resist tyranny. But I just mean living our lives the way that we want to live them, and find a way to insulate ourselves so that they can't take our money, they can't take our stuff, and live as parallel as we possibly can. I mean, this is not at all like this is somewhat sacrilegious to quote this, but the idea of like being in the world, not of the world, in a biblical sense. So we can't escape the system fully, in theory, but as much as we possibly can, we don't have to be of it. And that's going to take
also Democrats and Republicans aren't real. It is one establishment attempting to keep the status quo and expand globalism everywhere that it can. And we need to do our part to destroy that, I think. And on the right side of the so-called political aisle, we don't really have much ability to affect change inside of the Democrat Party, but we certainly can destroy the Republican Party. and we allow the DSA to destroy the Democrat Party. They're doing a great job of it. I think we support them in all of their endeavors, lean in to let those commies go all the fucking way. Because after we destroy the two parties, and by destroy, I'm not talking about violence. I'm never advocating for violence. I'm saying using their own rules, we send them into oblivion. It's in their bylaws. We the voters here in Colorado, it's open primary, so you don't have to join anything. You can still send them into oblivion. But then after the parties go into oblivion, you know what we're left with? The battlefield of ideas. And it's us, America first, liberty minded, versus the fucking commies. That's golden age material.
How
right there.
how close do you think we are, Ash, to actually destroying the Republican Party? Because it seems like, that's something Trump has moved the ball along pretty far on that, but we still have this troublemakers who maybe they're playing roles or not in Trump's plan. I don't know, but it seems like that's got to happen. And then, as you said,
well, hang on, before you move on from that, so that's got to happen.
Yeah.
How does that happen? I don't think it has anything to do with Trump. And I don't think that looking at the national apparatus of the RNC is any of any use to us. I think where we have to make this change is locally in the states and in the communities. And listen, if we're talking about, a county level or a town level, I don't care if you've got the Republican Party. If that's how those people in that county or town decide to organize, mazel tov, more power to you. Do what you got to do. But once you start rolling that up to this two-party system at the state and the Republican level, well, then you have corruption. And George Washington warned about that, as well as the authors of the Federalist Papers and the Anti-Federalist Papers. I think we're also anti-party. Jonathan,
I'm not an expert on the Anti-Federalist Papers, but yeah, in general, the founding fathers were not a fan of parties.
Yeah, but we can't do anything else. What are we going to do? It's a nice dream, Ash. That's a nice dream, Ash. No, just sack up, motherfuckers.
See, that's that aspect or that mentality that you're describing bothers me. That it's like someone comes along and says, "Okay, here's the problems." Not even offering a solution per se, but just here's the problems. And the retort is, that's a pipe dream. Well, it's a pipe dream because you, the general you, hear something like that. And instead of being like, all you have to do is change your mind. At this point, that's all we're talking about doing. We're not talking about, joining a militia.
Free your mind and the rest will follow. So,
well, I mean, that's the hardest part, really, is getting people just to let go of fantasies that you've never actually had in the first place.
I don't know. Sounds like a pipe dream, man.
Exactly. But just it's so hard. Like, for instance, something like eschatology or view of Israel or anything like that. For 99% of the population, that has zero impact on their daily life, none whatsoever. Or even American involvement in foreign wars. I remember this back in the day with the Ron Paul era. And so many of my conservative friends were like, no, we need to fight over their fight. And it's like, you're not even doing anything. And all you have to do is just align yourself with this truth that I'm presenting to you, as far as going back to how Iran was originally taken over in the 50s and all that, that stuff that's been coming out again lately. And people hear that truth, and instead of realigning their mind with the truth, they cling to whatever the current mantra is. And it was so infuriating back then. It's infuriating now because just change your mind. That's all you have to do. I'm not even ask you to do anything. Just change your mind. Action will follow. But it's like, good grief. It's like, people are so stupid.
Hey, before I forget, happy Good Friday, everybody.
Yeah. I mean, this isn't the happy part of the story, but
but
had
it's
to
still
happen.
Good Friday. Yeah. It's one of those things that we're happy because it happened, but we weren't happy that the way it happened.
Thanks, Cam.
But it had to be. You're welcome.
That's beautiful. Getting shit. Oh.
Do you guys do any kind of traditional Easter brunch, lunch meal with family?
I had some Easter eggs and baskets and stuff Sunday, but
I remember those days.
Not since I was a kid. I every Good Friday, I'm just reminded that was the day my grandfather died. So that's not the most enjoyable thing. And as a kid, so he died in 99. I was 9 years old. And like, I wasn't trying to be blasphemous as a kid, but I didn't tell anybody, but I just was hoping that on Sunday he would come back. And when he didn't, I was super disappointed, but it was beautiful because it was a reminder that it only happened one time and it won't happen again. So in the end, it worked out.
Right. That's beautiful.
How long ago was that he died?
1999. So 27 years. Yeah, 27 years ago.
Wow.
It was the 5th that year, I believe. April 5th. No, it was April 2nd. It was April 2nd. Because I remember that because that was actually the same day. This is another silver lining. The same day we got our dog in December of 99, but our dog was actually born on April 2nd, 1999. So the day my grandfather died, our dog was born, and we ended up getting him however many months later. So that was a nice little silver lining.
The Matrix came out that week.
Ooh, interesting.
Did you look that up, or do you know that off the
No,
top
I
of your
just
head?
remember because I was working in Austin at a job, and we all went out to one of the premieres at the theater as a work event.
Oh yeah, because on a Friday, because movies used to come out on Fridays at like
Oh, yeah.
Thursday night at midnight showing, and then you'd have the Friday.
Those were the days.
Yeah, man. You used to know, like, you'd set it. You're like, all right, this movie's coming out in February. It's going to be on a Friday. And they tell you the week, and you're like, all right, perfect. You start lining up for it.
Yeah. And then everything felt really weird in equilibrium in 1999 as well. But later that month was Columbine.
Mm-hmm.
Just like we entered a new era after that.
Yeah.
Oh, know what I forgot to do is our ad read for tonight. Then we should talk guard a little bit. Figure out what we're gonna do in terms of where we're gonna go hang out. Like, where's the bar to go to? Aren't we doing line dancing or something? Somebody said.
Yeah.
Well, there's like 6 line dances that you're supposed to have learned by now, John. So,
Oh, seriously?
Yep.
I mean, when I was saying
They're
we're
all
doing line
pinned.
dancing, I wasn't one of those people.
They're all
that's doing
pinned
those.
on @CanCon Groupie on X. And you can see the moves of the line dances. And it is expected that if you are attending GART, at any point you can break into flash mob line dancing.
Okay. All right.
This just proves that I don't approve everything that happens at these events. But real quick, let's get a quick read in for Patriot Protect. We're in the middle of the worst stretch of data breaches this country has ever seen, and it's hitting right in the middle of tax season. In just the last 90 days, a government contractor that handles Medicaid and benefits for 46 states got hacked. 25 million Americans had their social security numbers and medical records stolen. Texas AG called it the largest breach in American history. Panera Bread, 5 million customers exposed. Under Armour, 72 million email addresses dumped online, all on top of a record 3,300 data breaches in 2025 alone. Here's why you need to care right now. Criminals are using the stolen data to file tax returns in your name and take a refund. The IRS flagged 2 million returns for identity fraud last year, and if it happens to you, the average wait to get it resolved is almost 2 years. And it's not just breaches. Right now, data brokers and people search sites are publishing your name, your home address, your phone number, even your family members' names, all searchable by anyone online. Scammers don't need to hack you. They just need to look you up. Patriot Protect fixes that. The search and destroy protocol scans Google and over 200 data broker sites, finds your personal information, and removes it continuously. Most services tell you after your identity gets stolen. Patriot Protect removes the information criminals need to steal it in the first place. Because what we're seeing right now, Patriot Protect is offering you 15% off any plan. Use promo code Badlands at patriotprotect.com/onlylands. Your data is already out there. Take it back. And also make sure you guys catch episode 2 of America First Stories on Badlands to learn more. I had a pretty good discussion with Skip last weekend. Did Tamarack Garden this coming weekend. Recorded that the other day. It was really good. Those people are awesome. Yeah, I'm
Can I
just
say
gonna
something about Patriot Protect real quick?
do it up, man.
So I just did the search and destroy protocol thing with Patriot Protect. 50 data broker sites that I was on, and I went through it. I've literally never heard of any of these websites. Like, never heard of these names. And they were my data was on all of them. It's fucking crazy. Yeah.
Scary.
So check it out, guys, because I had no idea. And I haven't gotten any spam calls since they did it, which is very interesting.
Yeah, my spam calls have significantly gone down since I signed up. But yeah, so the line dancer in the Telegram chat, Ash?
In on Christie's X pin, I think. She put them in a thread.
Okay. Maybe
I think she actually put them. She did put them in the GART Telegram chat, I think.
I'll consider maybe learning one, but probably not. Most likely not. But yeah, guys, make sure you get your GART tickets. Finalized panels today, I think. Gotta make like 1 or 2 more decisions on some pairings, but pretty excited about panels we're going to be rolling out and the pairings. But let me play our Gart promo one more time.
Patriots, the fight for truth doesn't stop at the screen. It's hitting the road again. Badlands Media is rolling into Nashville on April 9th through 12th for the next stop on the Great American Restoration Tour. Join your favorite Badlands hosts and like-minded Americans for 3 powerful days. Packed with unfiltered discussions, deep dive panels, and real debate. Hear the raw truth, ask the tough questions. No topic too hot, no question too bold. GART is where our community comes alive. Tickets are on sale now at badlandsmedia.tv/GART, where you can also grab a virtual pass and watch from home. Join us to question narratives and fight for America's future. Nashville's calling. The restoration continues. Get your passes today. See you in Music City.
I cannot wait. Can't believe it's this week. I feel like I have so much to do.
Yeah.
Time flies.
Matt, is this going to be your first Gart?
No, I was at the first one in
Arizona.
Chandler, Arizona.
I wasn't there. That one doesn't count.
All right, it's my first Gart. Yeah.
There you go.
That's a good guy.
Awesome.
I'm excited. I've never been to Nashville. Get to see all you losers. I can't
You've
wait.
never been to Nashville, Ash?
I've driven by it, I think.
Yeah.
Not even through it.
Oh man.
Is this as far as numbers wise, is this going to be on the larger side of Garts, or do we know?
It's about in the middle, I would say. About average for us. The biggest one we've done was Myrtle Beach with the venue and stuff. We were able to accommodate so many people, and it was right around. Was that an election time?
right
Or-
after
Yeah, it was right after the election, the week after the election.
Yeah, that was the biggest one we did, but almost like too big. And then this is about in the middle. I think the lowest numbers one we had was the first one we did. It's about in the middle. But yeah.
What do you mean by too big? Just too many people to try to please,
to
or
fail?
what?
Too big to fail. No,
Too big
it's
to rig?
just, like it's at some point, if it gets too big, I feel like you almost lose a little bit of the
Experience.
well, not just the experience, but the how do I want to say it?
Intimacy.
Intimacy.
Yeah.
And doesn't
The intimacy of the experience.
Yeah, and I'm an expert on intimacy. I've been told many times, and so I just really want to make sure I can control that aspect of it. And
Is that why you're the lotion king?
That's why I'm the lotion king. You figure me out, man.
You're not an Ayatollah anymore?
Yeah, I changed that when.
Did you hear what I said about your angel character? Did you hear how I described you?
No.
You never read that?
I don't think so.
Or watched it. So I said that that Angel John Harold looks like he would be cast as a professor of Middle Eastern studies in like Homeland, and you're the guy that becomes the terrorist.
Yeah, I said I kind of looked a little Indian,
Like
or,
the
or something, or
unassuming
Middle
terrorist.
Eastern.
Unassuming terrorists that could blend in.
I think it is appropriate you were an angel, considering the fact that your last name means to announce.
Yeah, used to go nuts over that when I was in like grade school at Catholic school. Okay, this song's about me, guys. No, but I don't remember why I changed it to King. There was something
say
in the
that about
news.
mine too.
No Kings, probably.
Yeah, it was No Kings, I think, maybe.
Is it because the Ayatollah is gay?
No, I mean, that wouldn't be the thing to get me to change it.
Real.
I'd own that. Not all Ayatollahs are gay, though.
Hashtag
Probably.
not all
Maybe they
Ayatollahs
are.
are
I don't know.
Gayatollah.
Not an expert on Ayatollah.
Is the gay Ayatollah alive or dead? We got any confirmation? Is he still?
Yes.
Which
He's been
one?
around, dude.
Are we on like the 5th one now?
Well, the gay one.
He's
The
missing
cardboard
limbs.
one, right? Is he the gay one, the cardboard one?
Yes.
We're told,
Hopefully not the important ones.
Can a cardboard be gay?
Maybe that's why he's gay now.
Oh,
That's
cardboard
why-
can be gay.
Well, I feel like he'd be
why did he
terrible at
leave?
being gay, though.
Oh,
So by the way,
probably a
when
power
is
bottom.
Gart Deadwood?
He is the Ayatollah.
All I know is it's during the 25th is during it, Matt. That's all I know.
The
Because that's
25th
Jackie.
of July?
Yeah, June. Because it's
June.
Jackie's birthday. That's how I know.
Oh, okay.
She said it's
Oh,
during my
June.
birthday. So I remember that.
Okay.
Ash, are you going to bring your bullwhip to Nashville? Or you want to wait till Edwood?
I think we should try. Well, I mean, we might as well try and get arrested in Nashville too. What do you say?
It's probably hard to get arrested in Nashville.
Let's go to Kid
like a
Rock's
challenge.
honky tonk. I think you can whip it out there.
Whip it out.
Patriots heard you can whip it out at the Kid Rock.
With Kid Rock.
Kid
Rock.
Rock.
If I go to jail for whipping it out, I'm blaming you. You got to pay my bail money. My buddy said I could whip it out.
You're on, dude. I will totally pay your bail money.
Oh, bullwhip. Never mind.
Badlandsmedia.tv/events.
Yeah.
Excuse me while I whip this out.
Oh my gosh. Anyway, how do you guys feel about reading rants?
Let's do it.
Let's do it.
All right.
See what Keith O'Higgins has for us.
Keith is in
back.
the house.
Is he on one tonight?
I saw one that was pretty funny. A cheese joke. Middle Eastern cheese.
I do want to know.
His cheese joke was good.
Yeah.
Hey, if your buddy ever wants to be a sponsor, Patriot, of Badlands Media, I feel like we could sell a lot of cheese.
Let him know. I'm back in touch with him. It's Belgioso cheese.
You're the cheese king of North Dakota, John.
Yeah.
Sausage king of Chicago.
Needs anybody to cover the Midwest territory that he pushed out on. Green Bay.
Yeah. Your backyard looks like what his wife saw when she got off that plane in Green Bay, I think.
If he needs any alpaca milk to make alpaca cheese, I know a gal.
Ah. Send him there. And
Is that a thing? Is there alpaca cheese?
So. I don't think alpaca cheese is a thing, and I don't think alpaca milk is a like a standard commodity. Goat's milk, though, we do have.
Why do alpacas have milk?
They definitely have milk because I've seen the little babies nursing.
Okay, well then, if they have milk, we can make
you
cheese.
Make it
I feel
thing.
like
You're saying
we
you
can
make
cheese.
You want to make alpaca cheese a thing, Annie?
I feel like that would be a very artisanal. Is that a word?
Artisanal, yeah.
Artisanal alpaca cheeses.
Yes. And the grosser it tastes, the better.
I bet we could sell this to Ayatollahs.
Oh yeah,
this is something an Ayatollah would definitely eat. Is
I feel like our market
seriously, as the gamier it is, the more the foodies will love it.
Peter Dave in the
maybe we
chat
should
said
rerun the
cheese.
numbers on the Ayatollah alpaca cheese market and what the demand actually is.
No.
How much I feel like there's got to be somebody who's tried this before. How much is alpaca
selling
cheese?
Alpaca cheese to Ayatollahs?
We want to make sure.
I mean, we can open it up to not just Ayatollahs. I'm just saying.
Regular Muslims too.
One source mentions it is a niche product.
Ooh.
Comparable to exotic cheeses, can be anywhere from $35 a pound or up to $600 per pound.
Let's go for that one.
We're charging 600.
All right, maybe we should.
Let's go 601. Let's go over the top.
601. Yeah, let's go
right, I'm on
outside the range.
We'll figure it out.
Soft disclosure.
We could put a flake of gold in it.
Anything from lotion to cheese. We just got to think of some taglines here, but I think we're onto something.
Right.
Is it like coffee where if cats eat it and then shit it out, it's
oh
more
my god, I heard about that. No.
Wait, what?
Yeah,
that's before I ever heard that.
Jonathan, what?
Tell him.
Have you heard of that, Jatriot?
No, I haven't. Please.
There's some coffee. I don't know where it is, where the like cats will eat the beans, and there's something as they digest it, it breaks it down, and it's supposed to be really good.
And so you eat,
John, you
make
gotta grab
coffee out of the
badcheese.com.
cat shit?
Yeah,
They take the beans out of the cat shit and sell it. Yes.
Oh, gotcha.
Kopi Luwak.
Yeah. Kofi Lua, you said? Is what it's
Kopi Luwak. It's
Where
the Asian
do they do
palm
this?
civet. Yeah, it's
Asia.
a civet. Yeah.
Who was the first
Asian?
person to try this?
It's in Indonesia.
Yeah, who's
Probably related to the first guy who had a chicken egg.
Yeah. This came out of a chicken's butt. Let me see what it tastes like.
No, I promise, bro. It's way better. It's way better. Nope.
That's like the Jim Gaffigan bit about the first person who ate an oyster.
Oh my god.
Found a rock with a snot in it. What's it taste like? Pneumonia.
Pneumonia.
Badcheese.com.
It's taken already.
No, but
Or it's just a
badcheese.com
pricey
is
URL.
already taken, and I have to pay. But badcheeses.com.
So now we need more than one cheese.
We need
do
an
what other-
assortment of cheeses?
What other
Roast.
animals can we milk?
Goat.
All right, we've got alpacas, goats, sheep, There's some
been done.
chickens. We've got
Chickens
one
don't have
cow.
Do
That's
timers
just
produce
cheese.
milk?
Could we
That's
breed an
what
alpaca
bad
and a
chickens.
goat?
Badeggs.com, Jay. John, badeggs.
Can we breed a goat and an alpaca? I feel like they're roughly the same
think so.
size. Why?
Let's not try that.
Well, I don't know. They have the same eyes. You know how like the prey eyes are horizontal and the predator eyes are
All you
vertical. They're both prey. I don't know if that equates to mateability.
I mean, so
because
clearly they
that's
can
science
mate.
that I
Yeah.
are. But
Absolutely.
Matt, can you
So if
breed
they-
a goat and alpacas?
I'm not an animal husband.
I'm not a biologist.
Animal husbandry. Animal
Guys,
husbandry is
we're
not your
doing it.
science.
And then we just need to think of a name of what that would be, and then whatever cheese that is, it would be the rarest cheese of all because it's a new. It'd be new.
That's
The
like
machine
Don't
says
seem
no.
as on
you-
board with this as I am.
The machine
Go
says no.
alpaca.
The machine says no. You cannot successfully breed a goat and an alpaca to produce offspring. They're
Yes.
different
Seems like it would have been done.
Allegedly, and they
Machine-
lie to us about everything, Cam.
Exactly. So
Goat
now we
pack
got to try it.
cheese was
Now we got to
like-
try it.
I was
Oh.
already tasting that goat pack of cheese.
Oh, it sounds so good.
Yeah,
It really, yeah.
sounds disgusting.
I don't get why you can't breed them.
One of the reasons it says that due to different parasite loads, copper needs, and potential for bullying. That was my favorite one. That's how you know it's bullshit. They might bully each other. Fuck out of here.
I've known lots of bullies, and they've mated with all kinds of people.
So, John, your alpaca is supposed to breed this year. Should we try it with a goat?
I think so. Yep.
You volunteer as tribute.
All right.
Well, I mean,
Pure science here.
my
We got-
alpaca is going to be fine. It's the goat that's going to have the issues if there are any. So,
Oh,
You
my
think
God.
it's the goat that gets
ask Annie.
bullied?
Annie's probably sleeping right now, but we'll
Yeah.
ask her all about it. She'll watch this tomorrow probably, and
She's
I'll-
really
I'll get an
wake up all
angry
these
text.
messages.
yeah. Well, the goat is going to be the one that's would be getting pregnant, J-Trid. So,
Yeah.
my alpaca is just going to be
Oh.
hands clean of that.
Yeah,
And
so alpaca's going to be dominant.
So would it look like an alpaca but with goat hair?
Well, we don't know.
We'd be the
yeah,
first to do
nobody
it.
knows.
Or a
Nobody
goat with
knows.
Pure research. Yeah.
This is going to be great. Weird science. I love it.
Won't let us. Maha won't let us.
I feel like this is
Weird science.
this is doable. I really do.
He
And
had a dream.
we can at least try, right? I mean, is there really harm? Like, just doesn't get pregnant?
Hey, if Fauci can do science studies with beagles and flesh-eating
You
flies,
saw they changed that, right? Beagles, chimpanzees, and some other animal are no longer allowed to be tested on for harmful things. It just came out today. They were talking about it on Maha News.
oh, I'm sure they'll
What
find
would-
something
what
else.
Call it the goat paca, alpacoat. What will we
I think a goat paca sounds good.
goat paca? My
Goat
boys
paca
call
or
it
goat
pacas.
paca?
Goat paca.
Goat paca's good.
Alpaca. But it's the cheese of it. I mean, it needs to have like a really like exotic type name.
Yeah, some kind of French name or
pacote.
something.
It's a pacote cheese.
Goat cheese.
So they have different amounts of chromosomes. The goat has 60.
Pagoda cheese.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, alpaca has 74.
Oh, Canadians. yeah.
Hmm. Yeah, so they can't pair up the chromosomes. But hey, let's not let that.
Must be some extra chromosomes lying around.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Like the extra Legos in the set that don't really go into anything.
Just put them in a box and save them for future
Yeah.
projects.
Future breeding.
Oh, this is gonna be
I
so
feel like
much
we're gonna
fun.
crack this. We're gonna crack this case.
Yeah. We should have a panel on this at GART. These are so many problems. Figure out how to do it. How to
Potential cheeses.
That we're just gonna be talking about it, right? We're not gonna actually try to breed.
the breeding
animals
is
on
until
stage.
May.
Okay.
And the breeding's in May. I think May 11th is the date
I
of.
feel like we're going to be ushering in a
Very
golden
pumping.
age of cheeses.
So
Yeah.
Bridger Livestock, who sounds like they would be somewhat of an authority on this topic, says you can cross a horse and a donkey and get a mule, but mules are sterile.
Oh,
Yeah, that's
good
true.
end of the line right there.
So it sounds like you can make maybe you can make one pack out, but then they
I mean, you can
can't
make-
breed.
I can make as many as I want.
Sure, but they can't make more themselves.
The
That's
problem
fine. I just need their
Which means
cheese.
it won't have milk then.
I don't need them for me.
I lost sight of the goal. I'm sorry. My bad.
John, it has to breed though in order to have milk, doesn't it?
That's a potential issue.
We'll cross that bridge when we get to it.
Not a
just make the
biologist.
goat- Let's make the goat paca first, see what it looks like.
Yeah.
Also, packoat sounds like you're Canadian saying packout.
Yeah.
So
Goats?
I don't like it.
packoat.
I don't like
Like,
that.
you know,
It's
what are you
too
talking
Canadian
about?
sounding. I'm
You
agree.
ruined it. So
I know.
it's definitely not the name because
Go
you can't be
Packer.
Canadian.
I feel like Matt can figure out a way to make it so that they can breed. 'Cause that's what theoretical physicists do.
Theoretically.
Yeah, that's what we do.
Yeah.
Isn't that theoretical biology?
No. This will be physics. This will be more physics than biology. I think.
Underlies all biology.
John, once the quantum breeding system kicks in, which is happening any minute,
Quantum breeding system. You'd be able to
All
breed
you
anything.
scientists.
make whatever you want.
We should read Rants, I think.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah,
too.
Bit
Rants.
off the rails here.
I was wondering what we were waiting for. And it's like, oh, it's me. Thomas Time says, make sure to get your tickets for the Why We Vote Turn in Nashville.
I think he's saying tour
in.
Because all shows are Why We Vote in.
Oh, yeah. Gotcha. Keith O'Higgins, the best part of all firings on The Apprentice were the limo ride exit interview. Would have been classic Trump to make Pam Bondi's driver Tiger Woods.
That would be great.
Oh, poor Tiger.
I bet Trump just heard you read that rant from Keith O'Higgins and was like, damn it.
I missed that
Should
one.
have done it.
Gonna rehire her and then fire her again.
Fire again.
Did you see the Babylon Bee headline about Tiger Woods that the black half of him got tased after the Asian half of him crashed?
Yeah.
Nope. No, but it was definitely the Asian half that crashed. I can tell you that much.
It's probably the high half of him that crashed, but yeah.
No, that's
Rave Daddy 523. For the love of John, can we please start a basketball league at Gart's? This is the sports league of the future. See y'all at Gart. Cam's bringing his basketball. We could definitely do it.
Yeah. I'm glad you reminded me because I totally would have left it.
Can somebody remind Jackie to bring the basketball, please?
Jackie,
I could just buy one there. Basketballs are not that expensive.
I'm gonna get that home though.
Okay.
I guess I could give it to you afterwards, but I'll think about it. Rave Daddy 523. Horror movies list from worst to normal. Society, Basket Case, Phantasm, Sucker Punch, etc. The best comedies: Kentucky Fried Movie and The Airplane. Parental. Parental, I think.
Yeah.
Parental advisory on all these movies.
Okay.
I'll check them out.
I love Airplane.
Airplane's great.
Keith O'Higgins.
Stop sniffing glue.
Keith O'Higgins says, I know a very successful Kuwaiti cheese salesman, says the job can be grating, but he's a big fan of the Kurds.
Excellent.
Oh, my God.
Welcome back.
Well done.
Well done, Keith. We've missed you.
I wonder if, like, while he was gone, he was just writing down material to pull from in the future. Like, he spent a month getting material.
Turn
from
him
all
Michael
year.
Jordan.
Maybe that should be a Paylon chart. Just Keith O'Higgins up there dropping one-liners.
Totally agree.
So I'm not Catholic. Does Lent end on Good Friday or does it end on Easter?
Yeah, Lent ended, but we still weren't allowed to eat meat today.
Okay.
Pretty
So
sure that's how that
he
works.
quit Badlands for Lent, right? Gave up
Yes.
Badlands for Lent. So it's okay that he's back now.
It is okay. He's not going to hell for this, I don't think.
Okay, good. Not for
He's
not
going
for
to hell,
not for
God.
being here. But
Yeah.
It's going to hell for his rants. Clearly.
Jester 3334. Y'all should go visit the Bell Witch Cave, which is about 30 minutes outside Nashville in Adams, Tennessee.
Damn, that sounds cool. How
Sounds
you
like
doing,
That
Jester?
sounds- is there a real witch there, and what does the bell look like?
Is it
Or
is the
the
bell
witch-
related to the Blair Witch?
Is the
this-
bell a witch?
Oh my gosh, the queen of the haunted dell.
Oh, sweet.
Oh, I think we should do this.
We should do it at night
No.
Absolutely.
without any sufficient map or supplies to get back.
Exactly.
So hold on.
If we
So
see
John,
anything creepy,
Sounds like a
don't
great
run.
idea.
so John, you don't want to go
Hide
on a cruise,
behind
but you want to
something
go
where
to
you're
this
trapped.
haunted ass place.
I did not say I wanted to go here.
Okay, I was just making sure. Just making
Just
sure.
to clarify.
I want to go on a cruise and go to this haunted ass place.
Let's watch this.
Ghosts can't hurt you.
Actually, we'll save this
Oh,
for the
shit.
outro. We'll save it
Okay.
for the outro. Okay.
Okay.
That guy's
Keith
a
O'Higgins. I've always loved the Raiders owner Al Davis and his motto, commitment to excellence. Meanwhile, my Detroit Lions motto under the Fords is commitment to excrement.
That's true. That's true, Keith.
I am Rosie too says, I still trust the plan.
Good for you.
Yes.
CPG for $1. The gay Ayatollah cardboard. Is that wood? Keith O'Higgins, I heard even the cardboard Ayatollah is gay now. He got bent over in a strong wind and his creases are all moist now.
I don't think Lent worked.
No.
Oh,
Keith
boy.
O'Higgins says, John, you need to make pig cheese at your compound to scare off the Jews and Muslims. So much ODA coffee shat through a weasel.
Oh,
Why?
What's wrong with you?
Why? Why are people doing this to coffee? I don't understand.
How much would they pay for coffee shit through an alpaca?
Or a gopaca?
Well, I've
Grab the
heard of
URL.
coffee enemas, but you don't drink it afterwards.
Yeah, that's the wrong direction.
It's it's the bean, not the.
I don't know. We're onto something.
Training the feces.
I think we're onto something. That
if
statement from
it's-
you is going to give me nightmares.
What if it's shit out of a alpaca bred with a goat?
It already. I mean, goat poop looks kind of like coffee bean.
That is-
Goats?
It's
gotta
the
be
finest
$1,000.
coffee bean on the planet, John.
Because J-Trade, they may not be able to make milk, but I bet they can still shit.
Oh, they sure can do that. We'll shove some
Everybody
coffee
poops,
beans
John.
with that, and we'll make
Found
a
our
fortune.
workaround here.
I don't think that's it. I don't think that's the right answer.
Never
Yeah, just-
underestimate the uber rich.
You just got to open your mind, Ash. Become a
Yeah.
visionary.
It's fully fucking closed to
We
the
can
alpaca
sell
goat
this,
shit
Ash.
coffee thing we're exploring right now. I'm not.
Go pack a
closed.
shit coffee is gonna
Slam
make
door.
us millions.
You just don't even understand. Rave Daddy 523, can we lick it and the snozberries taste like alpaca snozberry cheese?
No.
Ah,
Schnozberries taste like
Love it.
schnozberries.
No one's ever heard of a schnozberry.
If the cheese can't breathe, then it's just George Floyd cheese.
The next one was, I was just saying, that next one was savage.
That's pretty good.
Is there a next one?
That was it.
No, that was the one I was going to say.
Oh.
Savage.
All right. That's all the rants. So who's got shows tomorrow?
I got one. 7:30. No.
J-Trade, you'll be coming back with something eventually on Saturdays.
Something eventually. We will. We're in the works.
And then I'm tomorrow 10:30 Eastern. Chris, Power Hour.
Is there a
Anything
blitz
Sunday?
tomorrow?
John Drake.
Yeah, I'm wrapping
No,
up.
no
Trial by
blitz for the
Jury on
next 2
Sunday.
weeks. Sorry, Jay.
And, yep, wrapping up 16-week series on Trial by Jury. It's been epic.
It has been epic.
Nice job.
Cool stuff. Let's
And no
Get
blitz
outta
for
here.
the next 2 weeks. We'll be back the Saturday after cart.
hell yeah. Okay, let's watch the Bell Witch Cave, which we're apparently going to in Nashville.
Night.
Ghosts can't hurt you most of the time. But as we've learned through the years, we're not always dealing with ghosts. Sometimes we're dealing with forces that are much darker, and those entities can hurt you. But in all the cases we've ever investigated, we've never heard of an entity